Hello, everybody. Night at the Museum, episode 140, and that was our intro video before the Gateway Classic, but it's fitting because we're going to talk about the Gateway Classic tonight, about a recap. And we have fantastic guests that we've had to pay big money to be on the show because they're in high demand, celebrities and all, top competitors of the event. We had to schedule them out months in advance. It's big to do. But without further ado, let's bring on our amazing guests that are generously donating their time this evening. We've got Chris Peanut Plant, Peanut Autococker Works, and we got Kay Fetters joining us this evening. And we have Ryan Belkamp. How you guys doing?
What's up, guys?
So we all lived to tell the tale of the Gateway Classic 2025. What do you guys think?
Best one yet. As far as I played them all, and it was the best one yet.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's great. So let's start with Peanut. What was your favorite part there at this weekend or that weekend? Sorry, it's not this weekend.
Oh, for me, it's always meeting everybody. People we met Gateway, just different parts of paintball. Of course, Bell and I played together for years, but we actually don't get to see each other a lot anymore. So it's kind of fun catching up with the old crew, and it's just the environment. I really enjoy the environment of the tournament. It's more relaxed and laid back, a lot more enjoyable than a lot of times when you're playing. So,
yeah, I can understand that. And Ryan, what was your top picks of the weekend?
Well, I mean, obviously, it was the award ceremony was my favorite part, getting the series championship. But aside from that, it was just like Peanut said, seeing the people that you only see once or twice a year. Gateway is always like the reunion of everybody you haven't saw in a year. You see them all, and it's just always our favorite event of the year.
Yeah. Sure. That's understandable. You guys did a great job, worked hard, and you brought home the trophy. Really,
it was tight. We were the Master Blasters were going to get us, but if they would have won it, I don't know. They might have pulled it out, but they got second. So
yeah, it was close. I know it was a head-to-head for a little while there.
Yeah, we ended up in third. They got us in the finals, but yeah, that was good enough for us to get the series.
Yeah,
perfect. And then Kay Fetters. Christina.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I really enjoyed playing for the band, and I thought that the whole event it was very smooth. It was very smooth, and I thought that the refs did an incredible job keeping up with players on the field, calling people out, pulling them out of the game if they got shot. So I thought it was wonderful.
Oh, great. Yeah, they did a fantastic job. Yeah, the band couldn't have pulled off their third from last place without her. She was really the lifesaver there.
I loved it.
If the Woodland Warriors would have put her on the first pick roster, I mean, I don't know. It could have been a whole different outcome.
that was their mistake.
I know.
I'm just the loudmouth in the back.
Communication's important.
And she was communicating. Even Chip Kurt could hear her. I mean, it was incredible.
Oh gosh.
Now, but Christina, did you last longer than Chip?
I know one game I did because he specifically told me if he got shot out, I needed to fall back to where he was. And then it just after that, I saw him get pulled off.
Yeah. Oh.
Darn it.
It's always usually when Chip's going out, he's usually the last one. So it's
yeah, because usually Chip's in the back. So
yeah.
He's a front man. He just plays for the back corner.
Yeah. He's a gem.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
Tim's got some. Hopefully, he's got some surprises coming up for next year. We're planning on doing more of a bigger reunion, with a lot of the older industry guys. We're going to try and get more of them out, to hang out and meet and greet with people, and hang out the entire event. So that's that. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do 20 teams. So we're going to open up early on the, accepting teams, and getting the rosters in. So, we've seen a lot of stuff that we needed to do, to make it even better. But the improvements we made this year, I thought went great. Everything ran,
The
very.
one thing I'll say this year is the reffing was a step above what's been in years past.
Yeah.
It was reffing is really top notch this year, I think.
Yeah.
I'll complain about the rest. I got my first major ever, but I don't know.
That was against us too.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh, I told him to keep an eye on you, Peanut.
What you get for wiping, Peanut?
I was like, "What'd I do?" He's like, "Get out." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, geez.
Goose got a major our first 2 games, so we had to put him in timeout, and he was good after that.
That good.
Well, $20 is $20.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably on field 1, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man, those refs.
Someone's making bank. I'm gonna have to call to get my part. I didn't get anything. The money was supposed to be shared. I don't know what happened there. So.
What did everybody think about air fills? Everybody have good air fills all weekend?
That was another
Perfect.
4,500 or close to it all weekend.
Yeah.
I know the bulk tanks had went up. There was a few more bulk tanks there this year than years past.
I think next year we're going to get rid of the team captains meeting and teach a class on how to fill tanks. I've never heard so many whips pop off tanks and people yell and jump back. I don't know what happened there. It seems like everybody forgot how to attach the whip to the tank. Was that just me, or did you notice?
Yeah,
I didn't have that issue this year.
But and every time it happened, it didn't matter where you're at in the pits. You'd hear everybody, "Oh."
Yeah.
I never noticed. I guess I was got my attention.
Wow. It was pretty loud. It was.
His attention was on the W. He couldn't be focusing on noises.
Yeah, Christopher said he saw people just ripping theirs off after filling the air up. Yeah, that's yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, they just weren't putting it on all the way. Maybe they're used to the O-rings being worn down just a little bit too much to go onto the tank.
Or they just play somewhere where they don't let you fill your own tanks.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize I had PTSD until Saturday. It turns out I've got PTSD. So, I'll be damned.
And we had 2 compressors going this year, so that was probably helpful, and the giant generator to keep them running. So
the air was great this year. Air and reffing was both great.
Yeah. Well, luckily we had Kenny there, the electrician that kept the generator running correctly.
There were some hiccups, but we pulled through. Tim would just yell over Kenny, and I'd be in the pit, and I'd have to run over and fiddle.
Yeah,
but, we got it. Kept it going for sure. And then they the one generator or compressor blew a running capacitor, and that took them about 4 hours to find a new one. And
ooh,
well, it's always nice to have 2.
So they bought 2 when they found it, the running capacitors, and then
yeah.
So we kept it going. It ran fine the rest of the evening. Speaking of Tim Schloss, Terry's watching. Couldn't be Tim, says Terry.
I'll bet you that's Tim.
No.
Just maybe.
Yeah. So,
Now, Tim did want to thank everybody for making it such a great event. Because without everybody, we couldn't do it. It's not just the field and and the refs and the air. It's everybody. It takes everybody to make the event happen. So he did want to make sure everybody knew that we're all very appreciative that everybody showed up. So next year it's going to be better. So we can't wait.
And I mean, who can top the museum being there? I mean, right there, woo, that was a big one.
That was a lot of fun. We had an 18-year-old playing with us, and his mind was blown just walking through there. He'd never seen 99% of what was in there.
Yeah. It was like a walk down memory lane for a lot of people. That was the overall response that I got. I say, hey, what gun did you start with? And they say, all of these. So, yeah. It was nice to have. Nice to see everybody out there, and some kids get to see some things they've never seen before. So that was nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So Bill, also, if anybody remembers, Bill got the Paintball Lifetime Achievement Award while we were there for 40 years in the industry. Over 40 years.
That's pretty much since the beginning.
That caught me totally by surprise. That was awesome. Jim Lively and the crew, they're all sneaky. I didn't know what I was kind of afraid what was in the box. I thought somehow the Billy Billy Award got changed over, and I'm like, oh crap. But yep, that's awesome.
Definitely well deserved.
Yeah. I don't want to toot Bill's horn because Bill won't toot it for sure. But from different paintball manufacturers, the different paintball companies, the indoor paintball fields, the outdoor paintball fields, and if all the records we can find kind of point that Bill's field may be the oldest running field in the country still. So that's an accomplishment. Let's not forget the Call of Duty scenario series that Bill put on for years. And
Tour of Duty. It was the www tourofduty.com. Yep.
Tour of Duty series, which included Oklahoma D-Day, and Bill being a commander there for many years, and amongst the countless amounts of things that Bill has done that we don't even know about that he doesn't admit to, but I do know a pair of Bill's underwear are in an Ark of the Covenant somewhere. I do know that if you're saying, hey, have you seen this? He's like, oh yeah, I designed that. It's fine. I gave the idea for that. It's fine. And you're like, what? Who would have guessed? He's like, oh yeah. I was like, I've never seen one in my life. And he's like, oh yeah, I had hundreds. He had his own paint boxes. You had your own brand of paint balls practically. So, I mean, you've done a lot, and obviously you've been promoting the sport for over 40 years, and it's just it's an incredible accomplishment, and he's still going, right? He's not done yet. And the WCPL, the Gateway Classic, ultimate judge there, and he's keeping things running smoothly. And Monte Casino, if he's still out there.
A couple times. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
That's always a blast.
The only trouble with Monte Casino is I get into it too much and I run up and down the hills, and then I can't walk for about 2 days when it's over.
Ooh, that's why I ride the yellow four-wheeler.
Yep.
Yeah, the first year I went, I was in sad shape for a couple days after.
Bud was like, I don't know how you do that all day, and then the next day, and then the next day, getting everything put back up. He goes, I have a four-wheeler that hasn't been used for years, and when you come up, you need to bring that home. And I did, and that thing has saved my legs.
Yeah, that's definitely a workout plan, Monte Casino.
Yeah.
I recommend everybody do it at least once, though. It's a blast.
I haven't made it yet, and then there's always something that happens that weekend, and I can never make it over there.
That's a busy tournament time for us because there's always a bunch of tournaments starting the year, and
Yeah,
the last 2 years because of tournaments. But
what you need to do is just look at that date and go, we're going to Monte Casino.
well, we always play Florida, and it seems like it's like a week before, a week after Florida or something.
Yeah, you guys go to Tiki's, right?
Yeah, well, to I'm talking about Panhandle.
Yeah. Oh,
that's always right around Monte Casino, and then Goose always has a tournament at his field that's always right around Monte Casino too. And then
well, Goose is always at Monte Casino. So
I know. Yeah, he's hooked on it. He'll be there every year, I would guess, for a long time. His kids won't let him not go.
Yeah, Dan's tournament was a week after Monte Casino this year. That was,
the week after, I think. Then last year it was like the week before or 2 weeks before, maybe. And it was going to be like 6 to 7 weeks in a row, I think, that I would have played and practiced at Monte Casino, and that was the week I've chose to take off the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I hope to make it
Monte Casino this year, Bill.
Oh shoot! Hang on a second. Let me look the date. You caught me off guard.
I was trying to find it, but while we're talking about it, I mean, you want to come pay homage to Bill, you can come see him in April.
Well, Goose has talked about bringing the whole team there this year if we can organize it, but we'll see what happens. I know a lot of our guys want to go who've never played it before.
that might be dangerous.
Yeah, it would definitely be dangerous.
Oh, Dad, burn it. Hang on, I'll find it.
Yeah, so it's a good event. It's, obviously, as you said, it's a big field, but they do a great job putting on a great event. They have high pressure air fills out on the field, hot showers, free camping, free firewood, free entertainment, Cooper's Cook Shack, the paintball museum provided by Bill. I mean, it's just endless amounts of stuff that you don't normally get at a lot of events.
Yeah, it's definitely a must play at least once, I think.
Yeah. And it's a big open field, so if you get bored in one area, you can wander over to another area and pick your battle.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting serious when you have to call Joe.
Hey,
What's up, Bill?
we're on the podcast.
Oh,
What's the date for Monte Casino next year?
well, hang on a second.
Oh,
Just gonna go to wife and say what time, what date is
yeah,
it?
Angie, when's Monte Casino?
When are we doing that thing?
I'll look at the calendar here.
You told me I can't find the message that you sent it to me on.
Right, I started to look for that, but I've got it written down on the calendar here.
Oh, sweet.
That's handy.
It's,
While we have Joe on, we can talk about his wood. He makes all of his own wood for all the paintball field.
25th and 26th.
April 25th and 26th.
Yep.
And Kenny was trying to mention your wood.
That's good. I appreciate that. We gotta keep that word out, fresh in people's minds.
Yeah, Joe's wood. Come see it.
Yep.
Impressive.
Okay. Well, all right. So we've got that date.
Yep, that's the one.
All right. Well, I'll
Joe.
let you get back to your evening.
All right, thanks, Bill. See
Thanks.
you, Kenny. Bye.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
All right. April 25th and 26th. We just got to
I
make sure
can't
no one
make
else.
it, Bill. I can't make it.
That's not an answer.
That's not what we wanted to hear, Kenny. What?
Better put it on the calendar.
Daddy,
Let me
daddy,
guess.
daughter dance. Daddy, daughter dance.
Daddy daughter dance.
You thank the PTA for that.
Maybe we can get it changed.
We'll go there and complain.
I
And
did
have
last
them change
year. Oh well.
They do karaoke at Monte Casino. Dance there. Bring your daughter.
Karaoke at Monte Casino. Ooh.
Yeah.
They do.
There's something like Bill's Bug Juice or something. I don't know. Maybe it's Joe's Juice.
That's Joe. I don't do any of that anymore. I
That's
stopped all
karaoke
that.
30 years ago, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, enough of Joe's Juice, and you'll have it.
Now I do have some stuff in stock that I need to bring and give it away to all the heathens, but I don't. It's not mine. I'm not part of that.
Yeah, sure. That's what he said last year when he was table dancing.
Yeah. No, didn't happen. It's a lie.
Yep.
It's all a lie.
Yep, and the stories of why his underwear are missing and locked in the Ark of the Covenant is probably nothing to do with alcohol either.
Yes, but not for me.
Sure.
And I like to say, none of my guys helped defend me either. We were attacked in a box truck. We were all asleep and got attacked by two hooligans, and it was horrible. I don't even want to think about it. So this is about the WCPL, Kenny. So we're not here to talk about creepy nights in a box truck. So
yeah, it just seemed natural, really. Well, the spray foam this year on the bunkers was a nice added effect, and then the extra planks behind in the cracks that helped a lot. And
I don't think I got through one crack this year.
Yeah,
you can thank Kevin Donaldson for that. He was a spray foam commander. He went out there with like 2 or 3 cans, and they all came back empty.
Yeah, it works. We've been using that on our hyperball bunkers for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took my bunker off the field too. I missed that thing the whole time.
Oh.
Which one?
It was the one I was behind where Kenny played when I shot him on top of the head.
That narrows it down to
two
about 10.
or one.
Field 2. It was
on that tape.
Street side tape.
Yeah, I know something was different there. I couldn't quite pinpoint it.
The one behind the B bunker on that tape, there was one right behind it, and it was gone. That was right I was playing out of last year.
We definitely noticed a difference on that tape. We couldn't quite pinpoint it.
Yeah.
We are going to try and extend Field 1. Hopefully we can get that pulled off, but we are for sure going to add some bunkers. We looked at some stuff, and we've figured out where we're going to put some bunkers. It's funny because everybody's used to playing a mirrored field.
Yeah.
That's not a mirrored field. It's not designed to be a mirrored field.
No.
We don't want it to be a mirrored field. So it's and everybody hates it, but we are going to add some more bunkers to make it even more aggressive. Make it where people even hate it more. But
perfect.
But I'd love to extend it about another 50 to 60 feet, to the back. But we're going to try. We're going to go for it. That's going to be our big modification this year. So.
Can you make any more Fat Man compliant ones?
Yeah, we are going to add some height to a few of them.
That was what I was going to suggest. Add some height.
Yep.
I know some guys don't like getting down on their knees.
Nope. Yep.
Well, especially when the other legacy team's got like 5 guns shooting at me. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I
get to go for you first, Peanut.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
We had Justin Dover playing on the band, Mozak Machine, and they brought out with Mean Gene his new autococker line. He had some cutaways, and if you get the chance to see those, that's pretty cool to see also. And they were fun to play with on the band also.
Yeah.
Well, he had the anodized carnivore and the vertebrae and the oracle also.
Yes.
He had the 3 prototypes there, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And as a tech, it was great to see those cutaways because I've been wanting to see that, and it kind of cool to see.
Definitely. It was he'd spent a lot of time obviously making those to display, but that definitely explains the sleeve system that he's added to it. A lot
Yeah.
easier.
What do you think of the sleeve, Chris?
I really like it. I like the options of running a 9/16 or 11/16 valve. It gives you so much more. I don't know. It gives so many more options that you can do for different setups and different builds, stuff like that. I'm a old school. I still prefer 9/16, but a lot of guys want the 11/16, and it makes it that much easier to do whatever needs to be done as to what people want.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I ever mess with 11/16, I just go work on a spider.
I'm a big spider guy. That's what I started with, and
Yeah.
got a spider collection still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good shooter.
I got a Bob Long Millennium that I'm working on, to restore it.
A few of those.
Yeah. I noticed they're on eBay right now.
That are just kits that I need to build.
Yeah.
That I haven't got around to do.
Yep.
That's what most of my spider projects that are like a certain percentage complete, and then I move on to something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got some piranhas I'm gonna let the grandkids rebuild. Let them destroy those.
I have a lot of spider clones too, but I don't have a piranha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the spiders, redheaded stepchild.
Yeah. They were really popular for a while, but in all the parts lots and gun lots I've bought, I've never ended up with a piranha.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is hard to believe, because I've had a lot of random guns over the years that I've never ended up with a piranha.
Yeah.
Piranhas would just show up. I mean, you'd be at a field and there'd be a random piranha just laying there.
Yeah, there about 2,000 or so. The piranhas were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, in the 90s, when I left Springfield, we didn't hardly have any spiders. The spiders weren't a thing. But I went to California, up, let's see, around Los Angeles. It was actually Lemoore Naval Air Base, and Fresno was right there. And I went and hung around the shop there. They had spiders. I mean, they were flooded, and I learned how to do the trigger jobs and stuff on those things and polish the internals and stuff. When I came back to Springfield, frick, they were everywhere here, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" Because it was always
that was right when I first started playing. Was when spiders were taking off, about 95.
Yeah, and I was like,
got my Titman Pro Light, and I never see a spider, and I bought the spider instead.
Yep, and I charged $75 every time I did a trigger job, and there's probably 200 or 300 out there at least, just within 2 years. I mean, there was everybody was wanting them. It's like, and I just cringed.
Computers for the money back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
And they had lots of upgrades, is what people liked about them. You could trick them out all different ways.
Yep.
We had $1 for every velocity spring I had to cut.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We played an indoor place a few times, and you had to shoot 240 there, and the only way you're getting a spider down to 240 was cutting the spring.
Yeah. Yep. Removing spring guides and cutting spring.
Back then, that was before the spring kits were all out and everything.
Yep.
But fun fact, I was a Kingman tech at the field that I helped run in Cahokia.
Oh.
I did Kingman's little certification thing years and years ago.
Oh, wow.
That'd be fun.
I was never certified, but I worked on a lot of them. That's right. Worked on more spiders than other guns combined, I would guess.
Yeah.
I rebuilt a spider a few weeks ago at Jaggers for the first time in years, and I kind of felt icky after I did it.
I'm dirty. You went in there, took a shower. You got in a fetal position and took a shower. A hot shower.
But today's standards are a little complicated, I guess. But
yeah, but it was kind of fun to tear back into one. and realize how easy it was to work on.
Yeah.
Striker O-ring or the cup seal. Those
Yep.
were the two main things that was always with the Spider.
Yeah.
Or the valve O-rings, the two valve O-rings in there.
Yeah, I had that occasionally if they'd been sitting around a long time.
Yep. Yep.
I think the most common thing was, for us down here was when people never took their guns apart, but somehow they used a flat-headed screwdriver to try to knock the valve out, and it smashed in where the valve, closed it, So
Oh,
always,
yeah.
You're talking the end, the plug that screws in the end of the chamber.
yeah, they would try to knock out the damn valve.
Oh, just sticking a long screwdriver down there.
Yeah, and it would smash
it.
in the seat.
Oh yeah,
So then it wouldn't seal.
Yeah, the cup seal there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we never took it apart. And I'm like, well, how in the hell did the screwdriver notch get put in there? Oh, must have been factory. No, I don't know.
It worked fine before I stuck that screwdriver there and hit it with a hammer.
Yeah. What do you mean there's a retaining pin that keeps the valve in place? Oh. No wonder it didn't just pop out.
What do you mean a brass screw? What brass screw?
Yep.
Yeah, those were fun guns. A lot of options, and then obviously Bob Long added to the Millennium series, and then they got to the VS series. He had eyes, and don't forget the rocking trigger frames. And
I have one with a rocking trigger, but I never had any spiders with eyes.
Yeah,
The rocking trigger spiders got banned from tournaments. I remember that.
yeah.
They were
I don't
crazy
understand
fast.
entirely why, because there's two triggers, but I guess because there are two triggers, but you can only hit one at a time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Christina, what gun did you start with?
Got to wake her up.
I know she probably left. She's like, I'm gonna go eat dinner while these guys are talking.
Yeah, she just heard her name and she's got food flying and she's running.
Yeah, I knew she wasn't there. I knew it.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I'm packing up dinner.
She's alive.
We're wondering what gun you started with. Start playing paintball.
Oh shit, babe! What gun did I start with? My very first one.
Gold, black magic.
A gold. Oh yeah, a black magic
An E-blade.
Wow.
Dude, that's a nice
with an
first.
E-blade.
Yeah. No kidding.
Wow.
Do what?
No wonder she's so good.
That sucker was heavy. I think that's the one, if I remember right. It had a lot more weight to it especially than the Emax. He said I had an E-blade on it. And then after that, I got my first electric gun. It was like a space gun. It was a Lux, a purple Lux.
Yeah.
That was wild. And then I got my pink lady, and I keep that one hidden out occasionally at Monte Casino. The pink lady Predator. I will bring it out at Monte Casino or at Pirates. I did not bring it out at Pirates because we had to. I don't remember why. I don't even know if we had it up there. But that's my I keep that one hidden away.
I heard a vicious rumor that Steve Austin didn't even play Pirates because
no. You should have seen that fallout. Is Chad on here?
Yeah, we witnessed that.
We saw the whole thing.
What exactly happened?
He thought he was in his 20s again.
Well, Austin had a few sips, and I was talking to Chad, and Austin came up behind Chad and basically grabbed him, took him to the ground, and Chad just went with it, and fell backwards to kind of crush Austin, jokingly.
Oh.
He jacked up his knee, and they had to go to the ER.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
they didn't even get on the field.
No,
this
Friday
was,
night.
Friday night, right? I mean, we had just parked the camper and just broke out the beers, and Austin had already been drinking for like an hour or two, for sure. Or Steve,
Yeah.
Steve.
Funny. I saw him on the ground rolling around with Chad. I was like, oh shit. And then we came back and Kelly was right there with him. I'm like, hey, is everything okay? She's like, no, he's broken. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then they were gone. So I messaged her. I was like, oh shit. He really is broken.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
My brother flew in from Florida as well to play with us at Pirates, and I told him to come back for Monty, so he's going to come back with his son for Monty, I think.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
We're gonna bring Killian to Monty too.
He's
so
an
I got
old school baller. He used to play with the autocockers, us in the early 2000s, late 90s too. So he's a good dude.
Yeah.
that's great. More the merrier, really.
Uh-oh.
So Black Magics, that's a heck of a first gun. I started with a plastic
Yeah.
blade, $20 at Walmart. So that's a step up.
Brass Eagle brought a lot of people into the game.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
People say what they want about it, but they introduced a lot of people to paintball.
They did. Debatable. The Stingray was one of the best made products by Brass Eagle because it made so many people buy it, and then they realized it was a crappy gun, and they bought another one. But it was semi-automatic, interchangeable barrel, constant air. What more could you want?
What were you saying, Ryan?
I was saying the Stingray was my second gun. I bought it as a loaner so one of my friends could come play with me.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think I've ever bought a Stingray, but I've had a lot of them given to me.
I want to add to my collection again one day, but I've never had one given to me, and I never wanted to pay money for it.
I don't blame you. I really don't.
First paintball gun I ever shot was the Brass Eagle Talon.
Yeah.
Oh my! Was that at a? How did
No, it wasn't at the field. It was at one of our teammates, Mike Ramsey. He had the Brass Eagle Talon and a Stingray, so he gave me the Talon, and he was the first person I ever shot in paintball, and I shot him point blank in the fun parts from a ditch right below him.
Yeah.
After I'd held the Stingray upside down for a couple minutes with the CO2 in it, so it shot who knows how fast.
Yeah, we gave those. We did a Toys for Tots tournament one time at Paint Games Plus here in Springfield, Missouri, and everybody got one of those with your entry.
You know, I think I remember seeing ads for that, or like in the back of Action Pursuit games, maybe.
Yeah. Back
in the day when you guys were doing that.
Yep, and it was a lot of fun, but man, you never knew what you were going to get.
Yeah.
Especially if you had to change that CO2, you didn't know if it was going to freeze your hand or if it was going to work, because it would escape. If you were in a hurry, all the CO2 would escape out when you're trying to put the new one in. It's like, oh God, and it was pretty. We had a lot of fun with that. We had a lot of fun.
I think it'd be fun to do a tournament like that again. Just do like a street ball tournament and have a bunch of Brass Eagle Talons or whatever. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Oh.
That would be. If only they made the Talons again. Maybe we can find what is that, the ER2 or something that Walmart sells? Pump gun?
Yeah, I haven't even paid attention to Walmart's paintball selection lately. I've had to buy paint in there.
There aren't any Walmarts around here that carry anything paintball where we're at.
Yeah.
No, the Iowa one, but the one in Quincy does.
Yeah.
Well, there's Kathy Alvarez. She kept all the teams in line ready for the next game. Did an awesome job.
She did a great job.
She did.
Yep.
She did. Yeah. We should find some cheap guns and then make a tournament. I think you guys are right. That'd be fun.
I think they attempted to do a spider, a deal like that, a tournament where everybody had to shoot spiders down in St. Louis at Wacky Warriors a few years ago, but nobody nobody signed up for it.
No.
I think they tried to do a cocker one down there, all cockers only also, and it was the same
That-
deal. Nobody played it. Nobody signed up for it.
Yeah, they had a few signups. I had a couple guys ask if I wanted to play on a team with them, but yeah, they didn't have enough to do anything. I remember that one.
Yeah.
I think I ought to do a big game down at my place where you can't have an electronic hopper.
Yeah,
Shaking bait, baby.
that evens the playing field.
Yeah. I think that would be very interesting. We'd see a lot of people with a lot of very mad drippy guns. It would be horrible.
Yeah. That's here at Kansas City at Jaggers Subsurface Paintball. Down in the caves, if you're playing with rental players, they make you can use any gun you want, but you have to use gravity feed hopper or shake and bake. And you wouldn't believe how many people come off they're trying to use electric guns, fancy guns. You can't shake those things fast enough to
No.
keep up, but
Your
it's kind of fun to do.
Your best bet would be an autococker with a basic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of circulating mass.
Yeah.
VM68, they kick so much they'd agitate the paint.
But you can't see.
Z1 with CO2.
Yeah. The cloud in front of you couldn't see through it.
Yeah, in a cave you couldn't see.
Yeah.
You'd be throwing out so much CO2 smoke, it'd be like, where the hell is he? Just shoot the smoke. Who called for smoke?
Yeah. Yeah. And you just hear the cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh gosh. Oh, well, is there anything that you guys seen at the WCPL that we need to do differently, or do you have any ideas to make it better?
I mean, it's already been talked about, but some stand-up bunkers on that field one would be that was our team's main thing that we've talked about the last couple of years.
Okay.
We'd like to see. But other than that, I can't think anything. It was ran great this year. The ref
It really went good. Might want to invest in some yellow jacket hunters before we start. But
yeah.
We killed 3 nests.
Oh wow.
And there was more. There was one. The referees where they parked ended up standing in a nest, and so that was 4. And they were just bad this year. But yeah, let me make a note here on my. Oh, I seen Chad. Chad doesn't have a picture either. What is it with you guys with no pictures?
Naked on a beanbag eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kevin Jagger said dead boxes would help things a lot.
Yeah, dead boxes would do.
Well, they have dead boxes. They weren't using them.
Well, yeah, they just always tell us to get off the field, but
they tell us to get off the field.
Yeah, because there's
that's a advantage. And
in the center there was a pop-up with a table, and that was actually a dead box. But yeah, there really should be a dead box on each end, out of bounds.
Yeah.
Because we could take care of that with just
it makes it fair for both teams because the far team has to walk by the other team to get off the field.
Yeah.
Now another team doesn't.
Yeah. That's why we worked on that boundary line so that they could walk on the outside of the boundary line.
But yeah, that did work out nice.
That's kind of part of the reason why we were so much faster too, because then we didn't have to wait for the entire team to walk across. It slows everything down by staging them there. That was one of our deals that we did to save time.
Right. Well, even if it was on the side of the field, not clear back.
You could have some netted dead boxes.
Yeah, that's easy with a 10x10 pop-up. You can put netting around one of those, and and put a couple of them out there. You could have 2 or 3 of them out there on the sidelines. Yeah, and that way they can get their pods quicker.
Yeah, that's a bad thing when you have to walk off the field and then you have to go back to get your pods on that big field. That's a long ways.
What's bad is when you find pods that were stolen from you last year on the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't even have the common courtesy to take the Darkstone stickers off Hal's pods. They're like, yeah, I'm the one that stole your pods. Like, where the hell did these come from? Like, we know.
Well, I got a lot of mine back this year, but they were all my teammates that had them from other tournaments, and I finally got them back at Gateway.
I'm not sure. I started out with 19 pods, and now I can't stuff another pod in my pod bag. I'm not sure who all's pods I ended up with. Wow.
House.
Well, I know. Hal. If it says Darkstone, that's one of Hal's. That's Woodland Warriors, and then we're missing like a whole bunch of Dye Locklids, blue ones. There was like 5 or 6 of those got stolen.
I ended up with about 5 or 6 of Dustin Douglas's pods, and he wasn't even there. They say DD on him, so somebody I snagged him for him.
My goal is I try to steal at least one pod from every team, so I can put it in my museum. So
I'm usually doing good just to get all mine back.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've got one from Detroit Fusion from last year. It's one of my prized possessions. It's like. So I just walked out.
What did you guys think about parking this year?
I parked inside this year, so I didn't have any issues with it.
Yeah,
Last years I parked on the road and had to walk a ways, but I got in here.
I was always one with the pit where I could park at the pit. So
Yeah,
but yeah,
that worked out.
parking was great. There was plenty of room.
yeah,
I didn't hear any complaints about parking. There was some vacant spots in there that they could have shoved a few more people in.
Yeah.
that hole. There is a hole in the parking area that JC stepped in.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he like disappeared, and JC's a big guy.
Oh shoot! Did they ever find him?
Yeah, finally, he was laughing too hard to not be found.
Yeah.
I was playing on a paintball field one time. It was down on a riverbank, and probably 4.5, 5 feet deep, and all I could think of was something was going to eat me alive, get me the hell out of here. You guys grabbed me, started pulling me out. I thought for sure something was going to get hold of my legs.
Ooh.
It was a very bad feeling, So
Yeah,
I avoid riverbanks now. So if the field's got riverbanks, I don't play them all.
I got you.
Man.
How did everybody enjoy the Schloss food stand?
It was great what I had. I don't even remember what I had. I ate there one meal though, and it was great. Whatever I'm trying to remember what I had.
They had breakfast burritos. He was pushing that morning. I think they overcooked. They cooked too many breakfast burritos.
I had lunch because I remember I had to go over and hassle Bill about how long the break was going to be because some of my guys were wanting to eat and we didn't know if we were going to have time.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, that was a great thing about the schedule. We had an hour and a half. We ended up having an hour and a half because we ended early. So that was awesome.
We actually cooked in our pits. One of the guys brought a little Blackstone grill, and we cooked our lunches and stuff, breakfast.
Yeah.
We have food allergies to deal with. So.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I eat everything.
I
I'm
mean,
not supposed to. I still do. I'm like, nah.
Every year, this year especially, was probably the smoothest. You were ahead of schedule. We weren't confused at where we needed to be at all. And, you never heard people complaining about, even if you had a quick turnaround, you had at least a game between or two. So if you were paying attention, you could get turned around pretty quick and back to the field or wherever you needed to be.
I don't recall having to wait for any team when we were staging or chrono, and everybody was always there. I don't remember any teams like where's so and so.
Yeah,
none of that.
We had one game where we had to wait, but they still made it before the other game was over. They just we did our coin toss right before we walked on the field instead of waiting just before and being ready. But other than that, it went really good.
Yeah. Sweet.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, Chad, what'd you think of the overall experience?
I enjoyed it. It was good. I think like they said, it was pretty smooth. Yeah.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have trouble. I was getting double sound here, so, but I think I got it fixed now. But
Too loud.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had, I mean, it seemed like there was a lot less argument with the refs this year.
Yeah, I didn't see
than I've
any
experienced in the past. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
We like that. We don't like arguments.
nope, absolutely not.
You know.
Yeah, the reffing was definitely a step above this year. Not that it's been bad in the past, but it was definitely top notch this year, I thought.
Yeah, Eric and the guys, and Andy and his crew, they were dead on, So
Yep.
it can only get better. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, I've played every one of them, and it's got better every year as far as I'm concerned. With this year being the best year, I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start recruiting early. I kind of dropped the ball. We could have had 18 teams, but we had some extra teams drop out at the last minute, and it was like, oh no, and that and they'd already made other plans.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to pull together at the last minute.
Yeah, and luckily we had 4 new teams that came out and played, and that was awesome. So that is, I thought 16 is, it went well. With 16,
Yeah, it went great.
It taught us a lot that we needed to know. So I know for a fact we can easily do 20 teams. Now. I just wanted to make sure that scheduling works, and it does. It exceeded what we planned, and there's no back to back. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody watched me that first year that we were there and told Kathy what I was doing for every team instead of just one.
Yeah.
You learn from the best, Bill.
Yep. I'm like, there's 2 people. I learned from one, the accountant, and
The
I was
paintball.
kind of annoyed by the other, because I told them how to fix it, and they didn't want to do that. And I was like, just make it so there's no back to. It's not an impossibility to do. You can do it, but they didn't do it, so I did it. I'm happy.
Did a good job.
Sometimes you just got to take charge and do it yourself.
Yeah, I did, but I don't know. I'm just glad everybody had a good time.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not one person who didn't have a good time at that tournament. It was one of the best tournaments I've ever played, as far as I'm concerned.
I had, even though I had to do a wedding Friday, so I really hated not being there for the captain's meeting. But hopefully, no one gets married next year. On the day, because I'm going to be at the captain's meeting. That drove me nuts.
We definitely missed you this year.
Yeah, I'm glad Rob was able to be there, and Tim. It would have been fun.
Rob did a good job filling in, but
yeah, I'd loved to have watched Tim spazzing out. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he had some pretty emotional facial expressions.
Hard to say. All right. Well, I guess we've about run out of our hour here, so we'll start kicking some people out. But
what? We still got 4 minutes.
The time I stop talking and you stop talking, then it'll be 8 minutes. And...
she does
now,
have.
wait a minute. Just a minute.
Jeez, where's she been all hour?
Yeah. You've been hiding.
Where have I been? Cooking.
But both of you.
Yeah, Chad. He's Chad Thompson. He's probably still eating Cheetos.
We still got one person hiding on us.
Yeah, it's Chad. Oh,
Noticed that you guys had Kathy going around telling the teams to get ready, right?
yeah.
I feel like somebody watched me that first year that I was there trying to get 3 legacy teams gathered around and
Oh, yeah.
and decided, hey, that's a good idea. So who copycatted me?
No, we were always telling them, but people like Kenny wouldn't listen. I had whole teams that they just ignored. And then they're like, "What are we on?" I'm like, "You guys, I should have just said no. You guys lost." You know?
We did
like, but that first tournament, I knew who to watch after that. I knew who knew their shit and knew who didn't. Yeah. You know, Kenny couldn't
get on the point and say, hey, this ain't right.
I know. Luckily, Beaver came by and re-added it. You know,
Beaver.
Woo!
Yeah.
What's
definitely
funny?
don't-
What I love, my favorite part is I'll be sitting there adding up, and then someone will come up and go 217, and I just go, "Shut up."
Yeah, I did that to you once, Bill. I'll never do it again.
This is grown-up talk. I'm using a calculator. When it goes over 130, it's grown-up calculator talk. Like, just do not say anything. You know, I can care less what you're saying. And I thought it was funny, but I'm sure there were people that were like, "Man, he was an asshole." But you know, I don't mean anything.
I realized I should have kept my mouth shut as soon as I said it.
I thought it was funny.
Well, one piece of advice I'll give you for next year, Bill, is keep the weather the same as it was this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've had awesome weather every year.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a little bit of rain that one year, but it wasn't anything. I mean, it was hardly anything.
This year was about perfect as it could get.
This was perfect. And, you know, if you mess with it a week later, it all goes to hell. So,
Yeah.
I'm happy with this date, you know, for that location. You know,
Yep. It worked out well so far.
it's been great. And, yeah, I'm really hoping we can pull off some surprises for next year. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah.
Like
Well-
a guest appearance type surprises or field surprises
I'm
or
hoping for multiple guest appearances, and then and definitely I want Field 1 to be a little bit longer, but with we are going to add some stand-up bunkers and some other bunkers. You know, we've looked at some cross sections and stuff just to make it fair. You know, more fair. You know, it's fun people not knowing what they're getting ready to play on.
the one concern I would have about making that field longer is right now that ravine is pretty much on the 50.
Yeah.
If you make it longer, it's going to put that ravine on the 50.
Yep. I know. Yep. That's that might be
That makes it a little advantage for the close side though, because I feel like now the far side has the advantage. So that might even things up a little bit, actually.
I think I agree.
It'll be interesting. It's like you said, it's a woods ball field. It's not mirrored, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I love giving that topographical view of the
Trees.
Yeah. Whenever people want to see the layout, they can play that layout at almost any outdoor field.
Yeah.
It has woods ball.
Yeah. Perfect.
It all looks the same from the aerial view. Yeah. Kenny, what's going on? It's been an hour now.
See, I tried to hurt
We
you.
went over for a second.
I try.
Well, thanks
All
a lot,
right.
everybody, for making the
Yeah,
tournament a great success. And I know we'll see everybody next year, and
Yeah, we'll definitely
hopefully
see.
get to see everybody in a lot of the other, tournaments that are going on this year. So
We'll see our
Yeah.
legacies playing 4 WCPLs at least next year.
That's what I'm hoping for. You know, I love going down to Florida, and I didn't plan on playing this year, but I ended up playing, and it was like, woo. Yeah, I think
Yeah, that was a fun one. That's always a nice spring getaway for the first
I
tournament.
love his field. I love his. I actually like his Mounds field.
It was a lot better this year, I think, than it was last year.
Yep. I love playing Mounds. A lot of people don't like it, but it, you know, not that it's his mound fields or anything. It's just a lot of people don't like Mounds.
Well, we're getting more experience at it now, and I like it a little better. When I first started playing Mounds, it was a little tricky.
Learning,
you got
to remember you could drop those balls.
Yeah.
We forgot that. You know, we're used to the hyperball and the
learning curve.
Yeah, we're used to the inflatable bunkers and the hyperball, and not used to. I don't even know what that's called. So, but well, all righty. I guess Kenny, start kicking us out of here.
All right, Peanut. Thanks for joining us. You got any last words of wisdom?
Oh, no. Thanks for having me on, and looking forward to doing it all over again. So be a great time.
Don't be a self-checker.
Yeah, don't be a self-checker. That's how I got my penalty.
Later.
All right. Have a
See you
good
the
night.
8th,
Thank you for
hopefully.
joining us.
Nick,
All right. We've got Ryan. Any last words of wisdom from you?
Well, where?
Great event. WCPL Gateway is the tournament of the year. Make everybody play it.
Yep.
Thanks for having me on the show tonight, guys.
All right.
Thanks
Ryan.
We appreciate
See ya.
it.
Yep. See ya.
All right, Chad.
No, nothing here.
Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you
Thanks
coming
for
out.
having me.
Hey, keep a fire extinguisher in your car.
Do what?
Keep a fire extinguisher in your car.
Will do. Yep, I'm planning on getting one.
There you have it. All right. Well, there you have it. A little bit of talk about everything, but some fantastic guests. We appreciate everybody that came on and shared everything. And yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks here. We'll find something else creative to talk about.
And Tim and Bill both.
They did.
I forgot.
What you got, Bill?
I got something here. That's
WCPL.
He's important.
Mhm.
You got pants. Brass Eagle pants.
Whoa.
Look at you go.
with
Nice museum, man.
yeah, I found these on eBay, and I was like, why hasn't anyone scooped those up? So I've got to do it.
It was waiting for you, really. Now, do they
Yeah.
fit you, or is it just? Oh wow, I remember. Yeah.
Wow.
They actually do.
Wow.
I've lost enough weight to where it's they fit, but I won't wear them. They'll go, they'll go into the collection museum.
Sure. All right, Bill. Well, thanks for coming on again.
Yep, no problem.
We'll be back in I guess about 2 weeks. I guess every other week. So yeah, about 2 weeks. See everybody right back here.
Hang in there tomorrow.
Hang in there tomorrow.
I will. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
All right. See you, everybody.